Buenos dias y bienvenidos a todos. Good morning and welcome, everyone. Welcome to a community dedicated to providing spiritual tools for living a happy and full life. My name is Karina Scherer, and I am the spiritual director and founding minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. If you would like to join us for the live Zoom meeting, please contact me for the link and the password, or check on our website, www.cslpv.org, under the weekly talk section. We have started a new month, and today is Sunday, September 3rd, 2023. Our topic for this month is Love Out Loud. And the topic for this week is I Love Myself So Much. One of the suggested books for reading this month is All About Love, New Visions by Bell Hooks. So once again, at this time, I'd like to truly welcome everyone, including those that are new to our teaching and to our center here in Puerto Vallarta. Whether you're here on the Zoom call live or watching a replay at a later time. We teach a philosophy and honor all faith traditions. So whatever path you are on, know that it is the right one for you. No matter what your background is, please know that everyone is welcome here, and we value each and every one of you. Here we teach a philosophy called the Science of Mind. And it's a teaching based on new thought and ancient wisdom. And we offer spiritual tools and principles to promote personal growth. We honor diversity in all aspects so that we can see and appreciate the great oneness that already exists everywhere and within everyone. When Dr. Ernest Holmes was asked to provide a concise definition of the Science of Mind teaching, he replied that it is a correlation of laws of science, opinions of philosophy, and revelations of religion applied to human needs and aspirations. Let's review our purpose, vision, and mission statements together. We have a grand purpose here each week, and that is to awaken and celebrate diversity and to love and serve our community. We do this by means of our vision, which is creating the life you desire. And this is supported by our mission to provide spiritual tools for personal growth and transformation. You can read more details on all of these on our website as well. So if anyone is interested in a one-on-one connection for a spiritual mind treatment to assist you with whatever changes you are experiencing in life or would like to experience, then please connect with me so that we can assign an appointment. And if you would like to commit to being a member of the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta for this current year, or if you would like to be on our board of trustees, please contact me as well so that you can receive the current forms. I'd also like to remind you to subscribe and like our YouTube channel and Facebook page. And if you're interested in learning more about the Science of Mind teaching, we'll be offering more classes starting next month in October. We will have a few other interesting workshops offered later this year as well. So connect with me or check on our website to find out more about these details. And if there is a specific course, workshop, or even a book study that you would be interested in taking, please let me know and we can plan dates for these as well. So in the Science of Mind, we often say that the word God is synonymous with love. But God is all there is. So love must be all there is. But in a world filled with war, fear, violence, and division, it's challenging to see that God or that love resides behind all the darkness. So this month, we are invited to lean into love and express love out loud. Let's look for love in every place we go, in every person we connect with, and even in the world events, but most of all, within ourselves. If we want to see more love in the world, we must be willing to live as an example of love in action. And love in action can look like treating others how you wish to be treated and treating yourselves how you treat others. Love in action is showing compassion and remembering to also show compassion to yourself. Love in action is loving others right where they are and loving yourself right where you are. Tyra Banks said it best when she said, self-love has very little to do with how you feel about your outer self. It's about accepting all of yourself. So enjoying the experience of being loved and loving others starts with loving ourselves. We inspire love in the world by being a living example of what love looks like. So if we want to encourage others to love themselves, we too must love ourselves out loud. The people around us would benefit from knowing about our own self-love practices. Others are more likely to commit to their own practices after seeing how effective they are for people who they love. So let's dive deeper into loving ourselves and share our experience with the world. In A Science of Mind, it says this: love is at the center of man's being, and the calm, continuous pulsations of life are governed by love. So in The Science of Mind, it says, ultimately, we shall see that the universe rests on the shoulder of love, that God is love, and that all the errors of man are the result of ignorance of his own true nature. An evolved soul judges no one, condemns no one, but realizes that all are on the road of experience, seeking the same goal, and that each must ultimately find his home in heaven. So living a spiritual life requires a conscious understanding that spirit, or love, expresses itself as all of us. Recognizing the divinity within all of us starts with recognizing our own divinity. When we concisely direct the energy of love, we transform all of those all around us. Our intuition is the way that spirit communicates with us. When we listen to our intuition and allow it to guide us, we are living in the flow of love. Intuition can be seen as a way to align your life with your spiritual purpose or destiny. And trusting your intuition involves recognizing and honoring the inner guidance you believe that you receive from a higher source or a deeper aspect of your being, and can guide you to a sense of purpose, connection, and growth on your spiritual journey. In The Science of Mind, it says this: intuition is spirit knowing itself. So our intuition is always nudging us in the right direction. When we are compelled towards a person or an experience, this is spirit in action. The loving presence is always guiding us along the perfect path, fully trusting our intuition is the most loving choice that we could make. Seeing our own divinity and honoring every step along our path demonstrates to others that their intuition can be trusted. The more we love and trust our intuition, the easier the path becomes. So sharing our stories about challenges and triumphs of listening to our intuition inspires others to do the same. And I've shared this story many times. Many people have asked me, why Puerto Vallarta? What made me come here? Well, I followed my intuition. And there were so many things, so many messages that I received personally, perhaps intuitively, while I was here visiting prior to my move. But it was following that intuitive nudge that led me to move here and start the Center for Spiritual Living Puerto Vallarta. And I have many others intuitive stories as well. Let me just quickly share this one with you also. When I was a young single mom, I took my kids to an after-school program. And one of the directors was very nice to the kids and had invited me out on a date. But something didn't feel right, and I kept putting it off, making excuses. And then a news article caught my attention. That director was charged with secretly recording the women that he was dating. And I don't remember all the details, but it wasn't a good situation. And I'm glad I listened to my intuition to not go on that date. Brene Brown says this: owning our story can be hard, but not nearly as difficult as spending our years running from it. Embracing our vulnerabilities is risky, but not nearly as dangerous as giving up on love and belonging and joy. The experiences that make us most vulnerable. Only when we are brave enough to explore the darkness will we discover the infinite power of our light. So we weren't born to fit in. We were born to stand out. Conformity and uniformity were designed as methods of social control. Inherently, our unique identities defy these systems. The more that we love ourselves as we are, the more those systems of control are broken down. Gender roles become obsolete. Authenticity becomes a cultural value. And when we embrace who we are, we contribute to shifting our communities into loving and healthy communities. Embracing our identities as divine expressions of spirit inspires others to do the same. The seeds of love that we plant today become the trees where generations of people can enjoy the fruits of love. Marianne Williamson wrote this in her book, A Return to Love. Love is the essential existential fact. It is our ultimate reality and our purpose on earth. To be concisely aware of it, to experience love in ourselves and others, is the meaning of life. So when we love ourselves unconditionally, we can love others unconditionally. And there's a popular song that came out of a Centers for Spiritual Living teen camp that goes like this: I love myself so much, so I can love you so much, so you can love you so much, so that you can start loving me. Inspiring more love in the world starts with loving ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we can love each other more fully. We begin to recognize that life is filled with love and see it everywhere we go. The more love we see in the world, the more the world shifts around us, and others become transformed by the love we give. In turn, they serve as examples of different ways that love can look, inspiring others to make the same choice. The more authentic and truer we are to ourselves, the less likely we are to conform to others' expectations or try to be someone that we really aren't. This leads to a more genuine and fulfilling life. Loving ourselves unconditionally can lead to increased compassion for others. And when we experience self-compassion, it becomes easier to extend that compassion to those around us. Our decision to commit to loving ourselves fiercely creates a ripple of love around the universe. Pam Grote wrote this: "We are people who need to love. To the degree that we are able to do that, we are happy and fulfilled." So developing and maintaining a personal spiritual practice is a wonderful way to remain grounded in recognizing that spirit in its expression as us. Spiritual practice is not restricted to just prayer and meditation. A practice of self-love could consist of exercise, knitting, assembling a puzzle, or even playing a game on your cell phone. Taking the time for yourself and your practice may look different every day. An intention to practice self-love is all that's needed. As we tweak our own practices and reap the rewards, let's share our journeys with the people around us. The science of mind doesn't need to be the world's best kept secret. When we love ourselves out loud, we inspire others to do the same. And I'll leave you with this quote from Bell Hooks: "Whether we are engaged in a process of self-love or loving others, we must move beyond the realm of feeling to actualize love. This is why it is useful to see love as a practice." And that leads us to our affirmation for the week. I have the courage to be who I am and love myself out loud. And so now it's our time for giving back where we are spiritually fed. Donations are gratefully received through either PayPal or Tithely on our website, www.cslpv.org. And you'll find donate buttons on both the landing page and on the replay of these talks. Alternatively, if you still like to mail a check, you can do so by addressing it to CSLPV number 403, 2125 Birch Road, Kelowna, BC, B1Y8N1. And now if you would like to join me in our offertory affirmation. I know that my giving blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I give and receive. I do give eternal thanks for the abundance that is mine to share. So thank you for coming and sharing this time together. And let's continue with practicing peace. We can each be a force for peace and nonviolence. Our words and our actions can create ripples of peace all around us and beyond. Peaceful living includes acting with compassion, kindness, and consideration. And it also includes standing up against injustice. May peace and love be with you. Blessings. Namaste.